Hi, welcome to Learning Audio Visually. Today we'll examine the question of whether it is important or not to learn about culture if you are learning a foreign language. When people learn a foreign language, it is common to learn things like vocabulary, spelling, grammar, pronunciation, listening, reading, and writing. Certainly, all of these are definitely important things to learn, but have you ever stopped to think about whether those are the only things you need to master in order to be able to communicate in a foreign language? To answer this question, let's first think about why would you want to learn a foreign language in the first place? One of the most obvious reasons for learning a foreign language is so you can communicate with people from other cultures. In this sense, if you come think of it, it could be said that language is like a bridge between your culture and a foreign culture. If you imagine intercultural communication as crossing a bridge to a foreign island, then learning about culture is akin to acquiring a map that would help you enjoy your trip. Sure, you can make the trip without the map, but that may not always have a happy ending. Another way to look at this is language is like a catalyst. Imagine intercultural communication as if it were a chemical reaction between two ingredients, which are the cultures, and language, which is the catalyst that makes this reaction happen. If you asked any chemist about what sort of things you should be careful about when seeking to get a specific chemical reaction you want, they would probably say that you should be mindful and knowledgeable about the quantities and the properties of all the ingredients involved, which, in this case, means that you should be aware of both your culture and the foreign culture. Otherwise, you would probably not get the chemical reaction you are seeking, which, in this case, means that effective communication didn't happen. Either that, or worse. In other words, what these two metaphors are trying to convey is, in the same way that the purpose of a bridge is to connect two spaces that are apart, and it would be pointless to build a bridge to nowhere, and that you need all the ingredients for causing the chemical reaction, because the catalyst alone won't make it happen. Equally, language and the cultures it connects are all part of a system of interconnected and interdependent parts. So if, when learning a foreign language, all you do is concentrate in things such as grammar, vocabulary, etc., you would be focusing only in 1/3 of what you need to effectively use the foreign language, and ignoring the rest. So if you want to be able to truly communicate in a foreign language, this is why you should learn about culture. It would help you avoid miscommunication and misunderstandings. When people from different cultures communicate through a same language, their respective cultures affect what they say and how they say it, as well as how they receive and interpret the message. Learning about cultural differences in communication can help you prevent, or at least lessen this effect. It would also make it easier to have deeper, more meaningful interactions with people from other cultures. Cultural differences can sometimes become barriers for communication. This could lead to only being able to have superficial interactions with people from other cultures, because once you've hit the culture wall, you might feel you cannot go any further in the communication. But raising your intercultural awareness can help you crack this wall. And, for last but not least, it can help you avoid frustrations due to not being able to use the language for the purpose you intended it for. Imagine spending years and years studying the grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, etc. of a foreign language, and then, once you have the opportunity to finally use it to communicate with foreigners, you find out you can't due to cultural differences. This is actually quite common, and it can lead to a lot of anxiety and frustration. But making an effort to learn more about both your own, as well as the foreign culture, can help you handle better these kind of experiences. I hope this video was useful in helping you realize why learning about culture is important when studying a foreign language. If you liked this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments about your experiences regarding learning about culture when studying a foreign language.